What's quacking, everybody? Just a human duck here, walking through the woods, trying to find a place to sit down and talk. But it looks like this might be a walk and talk, or waddle and quack, as we used to say back at the pond. Anyway, first video on this channel, so you're probably wondering what this is all about. What the hell is Quackers Backstage? If you are here, I don't know how you found me, but thank you for watching. I appreciate that. Basically, the gist of it is this. I am a small channel creator. I have 2 channels going right now. If this one counts as one, then that's going to be 3. They're both completely different types of channels, but they're both very small. And the small creator is a journey, right? And there are things that I want to talk about related to this journey. I can get out of the trees a little bit. There are things I want to talk about related to this journey that don't really fit into the context of any of my other channels. But I want to have a place to express these things. Not only so I can look back on my journey later on, but maybe some of you might learn from my mistakes. You might pick up on something from my successes. Who knows? You might just have some input that would help me along my way, or I might have some that would help you along yours. But anyway, this channel is going to be sort of a backstage look at behind the scenes of what it's like to create the videos that I make. And that's really the purpose of this channel, just to separate that off, because it doesn't really fit into the context of anything. So I'll give you a quick look around where we're at. We're just taking a walk through the fast biking trails. Fast is the Falls area single track. These are mountain biking trails through the wooded area here. And I was just taking a walk along them in my last video. I figure if I'm going to have a backstage, a Quackers Backstage, then I should show maybe something behind the scenes instead of me just sitting around at home talking about the creator trials and errors. So anyway, my channels. I have 2 going at the moment. One of them is a faceless channel that is... I would describe it as being sort of relaxing background type videos, things that you would use as a screensaver or just to put up on your TV and let them play just to have something ambient in the background. I do a lot of nature scenes, rivers, time-lapse clouds, flowers, you name it, a lot of nature stuff. I take some instrumental music that I think fits it. I remix that into a loopable track, and I make these background videos. And it's probably one of the hardest types of channels to get going. Definitely one of the hardest types to get monetized. But I started with that channel, right? Let me flip you back around. I started with that channel because, as any of you who have done this or who have been thinking about doing this can attest, it's really difficult to put yourself on camera and put yourself out there, right? But that gave me a way to get used to going out into places and filming without it seeming cringe. You know, and it does feel cringe to go out in public and record yourself, even if you've seen other people do it before, even if everybody knows what's up and it's normalized. If you come from my generation, it just seems weird to you and you have to get used to it. So making those videos gave me a platform to get used to it, right? And it served that purpose, and it continues to serve that purpose. That channel only has about 15 subscribers. It will take a very long time for it to take off, but I have no doubt that it eventually will. And even if not, I use those videos myself. I play them as relaxation music when I want to go to sleep. I don't watch TV, but I like to have something on the screen. So if nothing else, I'm making those videos for me. And if someone else happens to enjoy them, then that's awesome. My other channel, which is a newer channel, but I consider it my main channel. That is Quackers World, which is why this one is Quackers Backstage. Quackers World is, I've had that YouTube account for about a decade, and I know I'm breaking a cardinal rule by making a channel on that account. Everyone says don't do that, make a brand new account and start from there. But I kind of disagree with their thinking on that, because the YouTube algorithm is very trust-based. And who is it going to trust more? Someone with a brand new Gmail account that it has no history on, or someone who's had that account for more than a decade? It knows all of the things that I like already, And the people that like my videos are probably going to be other people like me. So if it has a good footprint of who I am, it has a good footprint of who my audience is already. So that was my thinking on that. I do have about 188 subscribers on that channel already. I've just filmed my second video, haven't uploaded it. But the reason why it has subscribers already is because 3 or 4 years ago, I did make a few gaming videos, and I put on it, I was thinking about getting into streaming some RDO or Call of Duty or whatever. And so I was making a channel about that. And at that time, I only had about 700 followers on Facebook. And I messaged all of them individually and asked if they would please consider subscribing to my channel. It doesn't cost you anything. It would help me tremendously. And out of those, about 150 of them responded, subscribed. The other ones came in through my videos. And I did pick up one new subscriber off of last week's video. So it was at 187, now it's at 188. But you can consider that my baseline. If you look at that channel and you see 188 subscribers, consider that to be one, because only one of them is new. All those others are from 3 years ago. Who knows if they even use their accounts anymore. And even if they do, they came into that channel for different reasons. So consider that one as one. We're starting from scratch here. Ground zero, fresh out the gate. And I'm already making mistakes, but at least I'm learning from them. Like from my first video last week, I went out to Falls Park, and I felt like the audio and video were not 100% synced up. I have to use this Lark mic. I use a Hollyland Lark 2 just for the windscreen because I live in Sioux Falls and the wind here just never stops. Ooh, I found a place to sit. Now we can sit. Check it out. Check it out. We can just sit right here and chill for a minute. That is one of my favorite kind of places to walk onto. All right, we found a chill spot, so now we can get back to the video. So I haven't really done anything to change that. I did chat with Gemini a little bit to see what things to look into, but I've had a really busy week. I've had a house guest, so I have not had an opportunity to really attempt to fix that, and I can only assume that this video and the other one that I just recorded for Quackers World probably still have a slight syncing problem. We'll get to that. The other rookie mistake that I made when filming today's video, I started out at the community garden, which was the main focus. I have a community garden spot, and I wanted to share it because as the growing season goes on, I'm going to want to share things, show the progress of the garden, right? That's going to be one of my many themes. And so I filmed at the community garden today, and I got a phone call. I had to cut right in the middle of my sentence because I got a phone call. So that's rookie mistake. Remember, do not disturb people. Turn on do not disturb anytime you're going to film, please. Don't do what I did. So hopefully I can gloss over that in editing a little bit, or I did explain it. Hey, I had to stop, dumbass mistake. So we'll see how it turns out. But it's only my second video anyway. I'm not expecting it to be perfect. I just want it to be a little bit better than the first video was. That's the goal, right? Just a little bit of improvement each and every time. If you do a little bit of improvement each time, by the time you've done 50 videos, you're going to be a pro at it. It doesn't matter what you do. No matter what you do in life, if you do it all the time, you're going to get good at it. Anyway, this tree's kind of cold to sit on. I think I'd rather just keep walking. That's really all I've got for today anyway. I just wanted to do an introduction to this channel and explain what the heck Quackers Backstage is. It's just that I have these other channels, and I'm going to want to talk about things related to creating content, right? The trials and tribulations, frustrations, things that I need to overcome, things I may think of to try, and I want to share them. See if someone else has tried them. What were your results compared to mine? And what should we maybe try differently? Topic ideas, whatever, you name it. I just want to have a separate place to talk about these things, and I have no videos on the channel related to that, so I need to start somewhere, right? So Quackers Backstage, episode 1, this is it, the introduction. Now you know what it's about. As we go forward, I will make some behind the scenes clips as I film my other videos, and sort of try to blend them together a little bit so that there's at least some consistency and continuity. Yeah, I just want to share the journey because the final video is one thing. I'm showing people places. I'm talking about the history of the place, and that's one type of video. but the creator side of that, the thought processes that you go through, that's a whole different side of things. And that's what this channel is going to be about. So again, first video, brand new channel. If you saw this, I don't know how you found it, but thank you for sticking around. I greatly appreciate you. If you're also a small creator, hit it up with the thumbs up. Leave me a comment for some encouragement. If I see your channel, I'll go right back to you and do the same. Anyway, much love. Quackers out. And we're back, this time at Casa de Quackers. I thought I was done with the video, but I just felt the need to add to it. It's about 11:30 at night right now, so it's many hours past the part that I had filmed earlier. The vlog that I did for today at the community garden and then walking through the woods, I've finished that, I've edited, I uploaded, and as I suspected earlier, there is definitely a problem with the audio syncing. So I suspect that the same problem is just in this video, in the part that I filmed earlier. So that is a challenge I'm going to have to overcome. My issue is this. I do my filming outdoors. I live in Sioux Falls. It is eternally windy here. We had one day last year where the wind gusts were 95 miles an hour. We had many days where they were gusting at 60 miles an hour, and 25 to 30 is pretty common. On any given day, the wind is always going to be blowing. It's just a matter of how hard, right? So I can't do outdoor videos without having an external microphone with some form of a windscreen on it. Otherwise, my videos are just going to be constant, just right? So I wanted the DJI Mini, but that's a little out of my price range, being a starter. So I got the Hollyland Lark 2, which is comparable, only much cheaper. And it works wonderfully, except the phone that I use to record on, it's just a cheap little $30 throwaway phone. I thought that was going to be a cool gimmick, like I do all of my filming on a $30 phone. But it's so cheap that the external mic will not work with the phone camera or with the DJI Mimo app that I use for my gimbal. That also will not work with that microphone unless I upgrade to a different phone, which I think I kind of still want to roll with the $30 phone for a little and see what I can do to make it work, right? See what the limits are of it. But anyway, I have to use this external mic. It doesn't work with the phone's onboard recording functions, so what I have to do to get around that is use this app called Open Camera, which allows me to kind of force it to record with an external mic. And I seem to be having some type of a latency between the microphone and the camera. And that's where the audio syncing problem is happening, or at least that's my opinion. So I'm recording this section right now kind of as a test. I'm using the same Open Camera app, but without the external mic to see if the syncing is better or the same. If it's the same, then it has nothing to do with the microphone. It's just the app that I'm recording with. If it is better, then that means I'm right. It is a latency issue between the two. And if that's the case, I have a couple of options. One is maybe I can tweak some settings and that will correct it. And if I can't do it that way, then I can do it through editing, which is going to be more of a painstaking process that I would really, really like to avoid. Another possible cause of this is just the editing software that I use. I've been using so far a program called OpenShot, which is open source and 100% free to download and use. But I feel like it's not really quite there. And I've encountered some other issues with OpenShot, so maybe this is related to that. I can't really say for sure. I'm planning to do, I don't know if my next video, but certainly within my next couple of videos, I'm going to try to use CapCut because everyone really recommends CapCut. So I want to give that a shot and see if that works. But I have 7 days before my next video comes out. So I've got a few days to figure this out, to do some experiments, see if I can get it fixed. And I just went ahead and uploaded today's video despite the syncing being off. If you'd like to see it, it doesn't go live until 1 p.m. tomorrow, but I'll go ahead and I'll drop a link down in the comments if you're interested in checking it out. But I've got a week to figure this out, so wish me luck. Hopefully it's not like this in the next video. Otherwise, Ay, Dios mío. This is what I mean. These are the things I need to talk about that don't really fit into the main channel. So that's why I need this other channel to talk about these sorts of issues. This is my first big hurdle, my first big problem or struggle, my first, how did they refer to it down at work? Doesn't matter. My first issue I'm encountering is a small channel creator. So hopefully I get this sorted out. We'll find out next week. So anyway, I just want to let you know this is the struggle I'm facing. If you face this before, let me know. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. But I'm going to try everything I can to get this sorted. Quackers out.